Hey everyone. So this week I read an article written by a woman who has MS and she titled it I Miss Me. And it was basically her talking about how much she misses her old self before being diagnosed with MS and has had to change so much in her life since her diagnosis that she just doesn't feel like herself anymore. And I feel like a lot of people who have MS can relate to that. Your life definitely changes in a major way, but you as a person, I feel, changes greatly as well when you have a diagnosis like MS. And it got me thinking, what do I miss about myself before I had MS? And I think the biggest thing for me is the amount of energy I had as a person before my diagnosis. I was always filled with energy. I could keep going all the time. I didn't need a lot of sleep, and I was always going, and had no problem with it. And since my diagnosis, as I've said before, I really have such bad fatigue and I never have any energy. And it's something that definitely really bothers me to wake up and still be tired all day. Your body's tired. And when I do have a bit of energy to go out, once I get back home, I completely crash and have to give my body time to re energize. And I think that's the one thing I miss the most about the old me is that level of energy I used to have that like is completely gone from me now. With that said, there are definitely some things that I changed about myself after I was diagnosed that I don't think I would have changed if I didn't have a diagnosis. And I definitely needed to as a person. As I said before, I used to get really stressed out easily, let the little things bother me, and I would get really angry over stupid little things. And that's something I started to work on and change for myself after I was diagnosed. And I think that it's really had a positive change on my life. And as I said, I wouldn't have changed it, I don't think, and looked at myself differently if I didn't have that diagnosis. So that's like one thing I can say I'm thankful for, that I was able to look at myself from the outside and try and make those type of changes to just better my energy. And I think that if we all kind of just looked at ourselves, even over the last few years, and said, is there one thing that I really changed, for myself for the better? Or is there something going forward in the new year you can work on? Then, you're really doing something positive for yourself, and you'll really feel good about it. So, if you have any sort of diagnosis and you feel that way, that you miss the old you, just kind of think about the great things you have in your life now, and it'll definitely make you feel a whole lot better. So, thanks everybody for watching today. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see everyone next week.